Hello and welcome to, we're doing a question from LeetCode called reverse string. It's an easy, we're going to jump right into it. So what are we being asked? Write a function that reverses a string. The input string is given as an array of characters S. You must do this by modifying the input array in place with O of 1 extra memory. So we want to do this in place with constant extra memory. Example 1, we have our input string hello in array form, and we want to reverse this, which means we want it to read hello from right to left instead of left to right. So our first character ends up last over here, and our last character ends up first. They're basically just swapping positions. And the same thing applies for the other characters. E and L have swapped, and L is going to stay right where it is because this is our middle character. It has nothing to really swap with. Now, example 2, we have Hannah. So this capital H ends up over here. This lowercase h ends up over here in reversed form. Then these two a's will switch and these two n's will switch. So reading right to left, we will still have Hannah with the capital H at the very end. We have some constraints over here. So how do we want to solve this? We know we want to reverse our input and we want to do this in place. Now, since we are given an array, this is a mutable object, which means we can change what we have at every single position in our input array. So if we know where every single character is supposed to end up, we can just put those characters to their end positions. For example, with hello over here, we knew that H had to end up here and O had to end up here. We know that these two are just swapping positions, so we can just swap every single character from our two ends up until we meet in the middle. And depending on whether or not we have an odd-sized input array or an even-sized one, we'll have to see if we have a middle element that we may not need to swap. In order to do this, we are going to be using two examples. One is going to be an even-sized input array. One is going to be an odd-sized input array. We know we want to start off at our two ends and just swap and meet in the middle. So we're just going to make 2 pointers on our ends. Now, if we were to code up this part, start and end would equal 0 and length of s minus 1 respectively. The length of this input array is 4, which means end is going to be index 3, and the length of this array is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means our end is going to be at index 4, because remember, Python is 0 indexed. All we want to do at this point is swap what we have at our starting index with what we have in our ending index. Because remember, we want to reverse our input. So last will end up first, first will end up last. So s of start and s of end are going to equal s of end and s of start respectively. Because this is Python, we actually don't need a temporary variable in order to make a swap. We can just directly swap these two variables. In our first example, once we make this swap, what we have in start will switch with what we have in end. So T ends up here and O ends up here. Now, same thing over here, S and J will swap. So J will be here and S will be here. At this point, we've only made one swap. We still have to swap all these elements left in the middle. So we're going to put this under a while loop. While our start is less than our end, we want to make these swaps. And every single time we make a swap, we want a new start and end. So we're going to move our start up, start plus equals 1, and we're going to move our end down, end minus equals 1. That way they're always going to progress toward the middle. So in this example over here, we have to move start up to index 1, and we want to move end down to index 2. Going back in our while loop, just focusing on example 1 right now, this condition still holds true. Start is less than end, so we are going to make another swap. We're swapping what we have in S of start with what we have in S of end. So H and E swap, and we want to move start up and end down. So start is at index 2 and end is at index 1. Now we go in this while loop again. This is no longer true. Start is greater than end. So we can't go in this while loop, and we're through with our code. We were told not to return anything, instead modify our input in place, which is exactly what we've done. We have successfully reversed our input in place. Now, looking at an odd-sized input, say this was our example over here, we had gone through that first iteration in this while loop. Start was less than end, and we made this swap. Now we want to go down these two lines. We want to move start up and end down, which means start is at index 1 and end is at index 3. Going back in this while loop, this is still true. 1 is less than 3. We're swapping with what we have at index 1 with what we have at index 3. So A and E have switched. Now we want to again bump start up and move end in, which means both start and end are now at index 2. So if we try to go back in this while loop, we can no longer go in here. Start is not less than end. They're equal to each other. So we can't go in these lines, and we're done reversing our input string for example 2 as well. So if we were to go ahead and submit this, it would be accepted. Now, talking about time and space complexity. For time, what are we doing? We're starting off at our two ends for our input array, and up until we don't meet in the middle, we're incrementing both of them down. So if we have n elements in our input, we're going to be going in our loop n over 2 times. Because if we have 5 elements in our input, we start off at our two ends, go in our while loop once, and move both start and end toward the middle. Now at this point, we make another entry into our while loop, move our 2 pointers in again, and we can't go back inside our while loop because it's no longer true. Because we're moving both start and end in, we have to go in our loop half times the number of elements we have in our input. Since this is directly related to the number of elements in our input, this is an O of n solution. And for time, all we're doing is swapping, so we're not using any extra space, and this is constant for space O of 1, just like we had wanted. So we just went ahead and solved reverse string. We did this both with an odd-sized input array and an even-sized input array. If you have any questions whatsoever, let me know down below. I'll answer all of them. If this video was helpful, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really supports the channel. And as always, I will see you in the next video.